Using the Visio system again, we're going to look at doing a home office space in a home spare bedroom. So in this we have the door, and of course since this was a spare bedroom we have closet space and closet door and a couple of windows. So we're going to make this into a home office. Let's first bring this in. We're going to say we've got a nice view out the window. So let's bring the desk in, and we want to give him a nice view out the window. So let's give him a desk and a chair. Let's push that up in there. That looks nice. Oh, he's got a lot of space here. Let's push the desk back just a little bit and bring in a couple of guest chairs. So in case they wants to talk to somebody or do some business in this office, he's got spaces for guests to come in and sit. And we need a lateral file in there, so let's turn this around to face this direction because the only place I have left, I can put it over on this wall. Oh, I can have to scoot that chair in some more. And of course this is the drawer space, so we want to make sure that the drawers function, they pull out. So if we set that there, oh man, we're really cramming our guests in this corner. We're starting to block the view, which is what we wanted to keep. And if I set bookshelf on that side, this space is getting awful heavy really quickly. Let's try a different configuration because that doesn't work. Obviously, we've got wall-to-wall furniture on this side of the room. So let's set the lateral file over here and make sure that the drawers work, and set the bookshelf on the other side. Does this work any better? Still pretty crammed because if the drawers are open, I either have to be on this side or shut the drawers to go back to my desk. So every time I'm sitting here, I have to quite literally stand up and come around and use the lateral file and then shut it, then to come back to my desk area. Not so convenient. Let's try a different configuration and see if this works better. So let's get this furniture out. Okay, we said the view was what we wanted to see out of the window, so let's turn the desk the other direction and see if this works better. So if I set the desk at this direction and bring the chair in here, that works pretty good because I can still turn my head and see out the window fine, or if I'm really daydreaming, I can just look straight out the window and relax and be creative, see my scene. So that works. Okay. That works. How about if we take this lateral file and pull it down to the corner, and of course these are my drawers, so I want to make sure that my drawers pull in and out. I'll say this is working pretty good because now I can either get up and come over and get into my lateral file, or if I'm on a starred chair, hey, this works pretty easy too. Zip! My chair right up, I can get my whatever I need, shut the drawers, and then scoot right back over to my desk and keep right on working. You don't want to get any unnecessary exercise by standing up. Or maybe you do, I don't know. I don't. Okay, let's bring in some guest chairs here on the side. And we want to be able to conduct business, so we have plenty of room for our guests to come in and feel comfortable and sit. Yeah, they can get in really easily. How about let's take this bookshelf and turn it around and place it beside the lateral file. Well, that's pretty easy. I can get my books, my guests can sit down, I can come and use the lateral file, I can get behind my desk, I haven't lost my view, and I haven't lost anything working up with getting into my closet. That works. And I'm just going to put a little plant in front of the window just to spice it up a little bit. So if I don't want one of the smaller chairs, what if I want a big executive chair? Does that work? Sure does. Because like every other office chair, they swivel. So as I push back, swivel, get up, relax, look out the window. This works. And if I don't need an office filing system that's that big, can I bring in a smaller one? Oh, sure. And I can just bring my desk down a little bit farther. And this works for our home office.